It's the Scotty Ray Report, reliable, fast, and true. Headlines, weather, local news, he brings it all to you. From the courthouse to the back roads, he don't miss a thing. Traffic storms, communities on top of everything. Bringing you the news you need at home or on your drive. Listening, it's Scotty Ray time.
Hey, good morning. It's already Thursday. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. 73 with fog in the area, so drive a little bit slower this morning as you head out and start your day. This has been, these days are going by so quick. I mean, it's like I get up and then I'm getting back up for the next day again. It's just like that.
It's like we just had Memorial Day. And then, boom, here we are. 3 days later, 4 days later, it's like, man, where did this come from?
And you know, I kept hearing all of this for the last, a year. Hey, the 250th anniversary of our country's coming up, and it's here. I mean, we are within 2 months.
Well,
A little closer, isn't it?
yeah. I mean, just barely over a month.
Ooh. Speaking of that, Scott, are you going to be performing anywhere for July 4th? Have you already got that booked anywhere yet?
I think we're going to be at the fair. The fairgrounds. But we're playing. Me and Britt are playing the day before in one of the baseball teams, the new baseball team.
Blues.
Yeah, we're going to play like opening deal for them.
Yeah.
And a national anthem and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, well that'll be good there. Scott McQuiag is going to be our musical guest this morning as he comes in to do a little music for us there. It is Thursday, as we said. Rain in the forecast again. We're banking on this 1 until 8 p.m. is what it is. And I mentioned earlier, we had periods of sunshine yesterday that was a beautiful day. And then
It did pop out.
Right.
Then the rain came down.
Yeah. There it was again. It's still a little gloomy out there.
So that's it there. So many of you up and at 'em. We're glad to have you joining us. We appreciate that. You ever heard of Rutland, Massachusetts? You ever heard of that?
It's a new one to me.
Well, the town is all up, and rightly so. They took up a collection. You know how towns do to have the fireworks show. Then they got into a dispute in the town about who could work overtime and for security. Now they're not going to have 4th of July celebration, although they raised enough money for the fireworks show because they said they ain't got enough security to give it protection during that time. And so everybody's fighting with everybody in the town. I sure hate that.
Well, that's kind of crazy.
Y'all act right.
How about everybody become security and watch out for each other?
That'd be a good
Wait a
thing.
minute. That's thinking years past. That went out the door when common sense got flushed.
You know, and I made the comment a while ago of, honestly, I don't know whether that was 10 years ago, which election it was, but I remember Bernie Sanders standing up there naming all this stuff that he wanted to see come to America. And I thought, there's no way ever anybody would think that way. And they didn't at the time. Mm-hmm. 2 years later, they were begging Bernie for more ideas. And I'm like, yeah, that happened. So I have learned in my life, as I said a minute ago, never say never because you get bit. You've had that happen in life
that we never dreamed would be happening. You know,
and you brought up the thing of Charlie Kirk a minute ago. I'd made those comments about those people that had won these lawsuits that had put out just bad words about Charlie. And your response is,
well, they'll get what's coming to them one day.
Yeah,
you know. That's just terrible.
It may not be by a jury here on this earth.
Oh, it won't be.
It'll be the ultimate judge.
Right. No matter what we do, we still have that rule book has never changed. That rule book's still in effect, and you will go sit in front of the mighty judge himself. And it's a one-man jury.
Now, have y'all, and this is kind of on topic with that, have y'all been seeing all this in the news to where it's in Turkey to where that mound of earth looks like the Ark? Have y'all seen that? Mm-hmm. Supposedly, someone has come up with another thing that has a map that is ancient that had Noah's Ark sitting on top of that as an X, as a reference on a map. Maybe. It sure looks like it. If you look at the scans, could it be?
I mean, the size of it, the measurements of it, you know, and somebody came out and said, oh, no, measurements are totally wrong. So that can't be it. And they said, you got to go back to how they actually measured back then.
So
They do
can we
equalize.
not actually go in with some archaeologists and
I think they're trying to do some. I think they're trying to bore some holes to get down in there. But as they bored some holes, they pulled up wood, which comes out to be wood that's not from that area. And sonar or X-ray has showed different voids and walls. You know, as much as I want to rush a lot of things, I'm kind of with them on this. As long as we're actively working on it, let's excavate that with a teaspoon and a brush.
yeah, you'd have to do it that way to do it. They ain't no telling what's there.
No.
It looks like it is, you know, looks like it is, but who knows? I mean,
Yeah. So we'll see on that. Scott's going to do a song for us coming up here in a few months. We'd love to have your birthday, no matter what's going on in your world. Yeah, a few of them happen from time to time. Oh, we got to dig up a picture. Somebody had a birthday last night. It's actually today, and I captured a moment.
Okay.
Don
Party was
Nestor.
last night.
Don Nestor's having a birthday.
I hope y'all didn't have candles.
Security.
Yeah, fire.
Don Nestor. So if y'all happen to bump into Don Nestor up at Baptist Anderson today, wish him a big happy birthday. He should be going into work here in just a little while. Can he still run as fast as he used to?
Yeah,
He's
probably out bench pressed most of us.
yeah, he does go to the gym a lot.
Yeah.
I saw the judge there earlier this week at a gym.
Was he doing anything or just in there?
All he said to me was, "I didn't see you and you didn't see me." And I said, "Okay." I don't know what that was about.
What were you doing in the gym?
I was getting information.
Oh, okay. You wasn't in the
I
town.
was working on a case. We'll be right back. Good morning to everyone again. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what's going on. Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows, call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
As the seasons change, so do your clothes, and Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve, also Hulk shirts, and America's favorite brand, Carhartt, whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need to keep you dry in those wet conditions. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian.
Spring is here. It's time to get your lawn looking its best with Kubota mowers. Parish Tractor's Kubota Z232 KW42 is the perfect mower for a pristine lawn. And now you can own.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Odie's went in with us this morning. Tomorrow's Fun Friday, and we found out that that girl has been thrown out of Louisiana, and she will be back on the show tomorrow. So she is a coming.
For a little while, huh?
I wanted to address something. This has a happy ending. We put this out late last night that Trisha Moles was missing, and she has been found. She's at a hospital. They're checking her out to make sure that she's okay.
They're home now.
They are?
Yep. Got home just a little while ago. So, buckshot prayers are still with you, brother.
Yes.
And
as this develops, we'll have more information leading back to this. But she was found okay. And as Odie just said, released from the hospital. So we are tickled over that. And as we get more information on this case, we'll put that out there. Always important for everybody to know what goes on. And we'll be very transparent about that as soon as we get all of that information up and coming there. Scott McQuiag has, Scott, through the years, I don't know how long I've known you. I consider you one of my closest friends.
Long time.
Scott is a great guy, a musician who's been to Nashville, been around the world once or twice there, toting a guitar. One of the best that there is, and we've invited him in to sing. You're going to be performing tonight out at Squealer.
Yeah, we're going to be at Squealers. Rain's going to hold off just like it did yesterday.
there we go.
I already
got
checked
the
on it.
rain ending just about perfect for you there.
It'll be good.
So the Tomcat's going to be with you?
Oh, yeah. All of them.
What time do you take the
We
stage?
start at 6:30.
So come on out with that. You gonna do a song for us this morning?
Damn, I kind of feel like a little wailing this morning.
All right, let's hear some wailing.
I hope that I won't be that wrong anymore. Maybe I've learned this time. I hope that I find what I'm reaching for, the way that it is in my mind. Someday I'll get over you. I'll live to see it all through. That I'll always miss dreaming my dreams with you. I won't let it change me, not if I can. I'd rather believe in love, give it away as much as I can for those that I'm fondest of. Someday I'll get over you. I'll live to see it all through, but I'll always miss dreaming my dreams with you. Someday I'll get over you. I'll live to see it all through, but I'll always miss dreaming my dreams with you. Someday I'll get over you. I'll live to see it all through, but I'll always miss dreaming my dreams with you.
Scott McQuiag, and I almost always want to still say in the Dreamers.
Isn't that a pretty song?
That is absolutely.
It was on the Dream of My Dreams album, and it was written by Alan Reynolds, who strangely turned out to be the producer of most of Garth Brooks stuff.
Sure did. I had forgotten that now that you bring that up.
Sure did.
I don't know what you were doing. It's been in the last couple of weeks, and it's a song that you wrote. The song you wrote, A Song Away From You. Man, that's strong.
No,
that is good stuff. What are we going to see new material from Scott? What have you been working on? Is there going to be a new album coming?
There should be. The next thing probably will be a gospel type album. You know,
That'd be good.
because I've got enough of those, and it seems like now. I mean, I'll write a regular song every now and then, but it seems like everything I start on ends up being a gospel song. So,
Right.
you know, so we'll see.
Yeah, we look forward to that.
Yeah.
Bo Denton's got a board that he's set up, and we're going to go over and start going through stuff and see what happens. You know.
Now, as we talk about all of this, and this is going to be your own material there,
Right.
of gospel songs, correct?
Yeah, more than likely, yeah.
We'll be thinking of that. We'll get you to do one of your own gospel
Okay.
tunes that you've got. We'll get you to do one of those next day. Last night, let me bring this up. This was right about dark 30. The Kemper County Sheriff's Department was in a hot pursuit. It was headed toward Lauderdale County, and right
chasing
before,
Britt.
yeah, Britt was involved.
All the way from Cow Creek, huh?
They did make the stop right before the Lauderdale County line, and whoever it was taken into custody. So that handled itself pretty quickly there. So nothing, no one was harmed or anything like that. Let me show you this. I was out and about last night, and it was reports that someone had been shot in Meridian. And I listed this because that was all that was proved as gunshots. Let me go here and show you the pictures of this. I spoke to 2 to 3 different people that were on the scene in the area, and they heard 5 to 6 shots that were fired. Now, it was called into police, as you'll see police searching the woods, and they searched all the woods. I bet those 12 police officers now have poison oak at this point because they were all up in that kudzu last night looking for all of that. the person that was supposedly shot was never found. It was reported that a man was shot in the leg and he ran from across the street, past Dairy Queen, through the Eastgate Shopping Center, and then up in those bushes. To my knowledge, when I left, the police never found anybody. So was the person just shot at and it scared him and he had a limp trying to get away? I don't know. But nothing ever materialized out of that. So, but it was the four people that I spoke to there last night. There were shots fired, but in the end, there was nothing, no trace of an actual crime being committed. So maybe somebody went into a hospital later and I just don't know it. But if you were, you'd have to show up at one at some point.
Yeah.
But a good ending, at least we think so far at this point. No injuries that we can report as of this morning, but that did happen there yesterday, right at dark there. So be cautious no matter where you go. Always keep although crime is down, always look around you, know what is in your area, what's going on. And it's so easy to get caught up in what you're doing and not pay attention, especially during holidays and shopping and things like that. Lock your door when you get into it because somebody can snatch your door open in a moment's notice there. Is Shirley up this morning? I see a good morning, Shirley.
Miss Shirley Reed.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're safe for a little while then. More coming up as we get this day underway. Scott's going to do a gospel tune for us right around the corner. You don't want to miss that at all.
No, not at all.
So we'll be right back with that and much more. Are you looking to rent a dumpster but not sure where to start? Or call our friends at Morgan LLC. Morgan can assign you one as fast as a day's notice to your job site, your office, or your house, shop, whatever it is. They're clean, simple, and affordable. They'll deliver your dumpster, you fill it up, they'll handle the haul away and disposal. It's truly that easy. Call Morgan at 601-531-3591, Monday through Thursday, 7 until 3, and Friday from 7 until noon. That's Morgan's for your next roll-off box. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. Grass cutting season is here, and if you need a new lawnmower, drop in and visit our friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have the size yard you have. Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits. Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie. We want to remind you of this. This will be here before you know it. June 8th, this is going to be coming up. Make sure to go to the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Office. If you ever thought about wanting to be a copper, they're doing this for the kids there. It's the Explorer program. It teaches a lot of young men and ladies basic law enforcement training. And if you're thinking you'd like to do that, it'll lead you down the right path. You'll either find out if you like it or not.
Yeah, I mean,
Or you could end up like the rest of us, thrown out into the big wide world trying to figure it out on your own later.
You know, I think a lot of adults need to do that so they'll understand exactly what our law enforcement officers go through on a daily basis. And you'll have a whole different outlook on how our police interact and who they interact with.
Yeah, you know, I think they ought to have a program to where anybody that's thinking of getting married, especially a man, would have to spend 8 hours with Shirley Buckley just to see what real life is about and how you get yelled at and
Here we go.
You know what curlers look like and that cold cream. Y'all, it ain't all glamour after you get married. And we need to ease people. They need a class like this at school, like they used to have home ec. Am I on the subject?
Home ec in the 8th grade, I think.
Yeah.
Miss Hinton was my teacher at Northwest.
Teaches, and that's a shame that went away. It is. They no longer offer that.
I can still fix sew a button back on a shirt.
Can you?
Because of that. Yeah.
See, I didn't take it. I made a mistake on that. Shop class and home ec, two great classes that are real life that you need. Because sometimes that's as close as some kids ever get to this. You got parents that don't take up time with kids and teach them things that they need to.
Well, you know, things like that. You're talking about the workforce in America. And one of the dying breeds of people out there performing services is your tailors. Less and less people are getting into that field. So now, who are you going to take your jeans to when you have a button come off or a zipper come off or a shirt with a button? You might want to start learning how to sew your own button on and take care of yourself.
Let me ask this. Have you ever learned, somewhere down the road you've had to, Vince Gill, of course, Vince is a great songwriter. Did you ever learn the song of his, It's Hard to Kiss the Lips at Night That Chew You All Day Long? did you ever learn that?
Learn that.
It is probably, I call it the married man song. And
He was smart enough not to sing that.
It is the greatest thing I've ever heard. Where he's talking about, and she puts that cold cream on. I used to roll her into clover, and thank God those days are gone. It is so funny. He said that you could land a small airplane on that hiney.
I wouldn't touch that.
Y'all look that up today. It's on YouTube.
I've heard it.
It's under the name of the Notorious Cherry Bombs is what Vince Gill recorded the song under. But if you want a laugh, and it will make you roll listening to that. And Vince dresses up in the video as a woman, and he's beating Rodney Crowell with a newspaper all through it. It is good. And, as we mentioned, Scott McQuiag one day is going to do a complete gospel album. You know, it's full circle. Alan Jackson has finally done a gospel album, probably one of the best he ever did.
That's great, yeah.
And that really completes a career.
Well, everybody had to do one. Always did. You know, Merle did one. I mean, everybody did.
Hank.
Yeah.
Several.
Yeah. Luke the Drifter, too.
So what do we, Luke, man. What's on your mind as far as something that you've written that is a gospel tune? Which one do you want to do for us?
Well, I'll do one that I've got to do this in church Sunday, both services. So, they get a preview of that. If somebody's not going to be at church Sunday, they'll be here. This is called, came from Psalms. I think it's 65th chapter, verse 9, the river of God.
Okay.
The river of God is full of water. The river of God flows from on high. With your feet, it's like no other. The river of God will never run dry. It's nothing we can understand. Master's plan. Just take his hand. Living water flows within. You begin to live again. The river of God is full of water. The river of God flows from on high. With your feet, it's like no other. The river of God will never run dry. I'm going where I've never been, without the sin weighing me down. River winds and holds me in. Every bend it goes around. The river of God is full of water. The river of God flows from on high. With your feet, it's like no other. The river of God will never run dry, will never run dry. The river of God.
So that's a great tune. Scott McQuiag.
I'll have some help from upstairs, of course.
What church you going to be before this?
I go to First Presbyterian downtown.
And that's going to be this Sunday you're going to do that? Mm-hmm. Y'all come see Scott.
8:30 and a 10:30 service.
So you do both. That's good. Scott has always done a fantastic job. We've got more music coming up from Scott.
We're going to go definitely the next direction on the next song, so it'll be totally different from that.
Like Deanna's, talking about that song you brought up, Deanna's, it takes a lot of liquor to love her.
Paul Overstreet wrote that song.
Is that who wrote it?
Yeah.
I've heard Hank Jr. do it.
Yeah.
And tons of people have done that. It takes a lot of liquor to like her. It's clever.
It's funny. Yeah, that's great.
And the longer you're with someone, I can see that applying to Shirley.
You need to put that beer back. Wow, we got to spend money on makeup this week. What do you think the beer was for?
Boy.
Made old Bill.
Y'all boys ever get in trouble? Man, do y'all?
Just a little bit.
Let me turn it back on. You're right. Scott's was the only one working there. I'd accidentally bumped it, so our mics are back hot again.
Might have been a good
Okay,
thing.
good.
You might have saved me there.
And also, I turned off a. Do you remember when we first started this? You were about my first guest, and it wouldn't pick the guitar up.
Yeah.
I just fixed that issue. I put in a new computer, so it threw that back in, so it's fixed now. So if you heard something that didn't sound right, we fixed it while Scott was on that.
I was a guinea pig.
You were. He was. Every time there's ever been a computer problem, Scott fixes it for
Ain't
me.
the first time I've been a guinea pig.
We'll be right back.
Looking for a deal you can't pass up? Right now, drive off in a quality used car for just $299 down and only $299 a month here at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Meridian. That's right, good reliable cars packed with features at a price you'll love. $299 down, $299 a month. Look, I'm not kidding. This is a real offer that our customers have taken advantage of for years now. Come see us today, Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
PGP, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn mowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside and see the complete line of Liberty safes with Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses with satin shirts and bead sets. And you're bound to find something for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. A private lobby for your pawns for your confidentiality. PGP, 910 Posey Avenue. The Scotty Ray Report studio is sponsored by Environment Masters, providing hassle-free heating and cooling, plumbing, and electrical services since 1957, and now serving Meridian homeowners. Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. You ever run up on an area you've just never been to here in Meridian? And believe it or not, there's streets that I've just never been on.
I saw one the other day like that.
I was trying
Kelly
to.
both saw it at the same time. I said, I've never seen that street before. And she said, I was just thinking the same thing. So where'd y'all find one?
Well, I was, and sometimes after you get off the beaten path in Meridian, Scott, as you go down, your mirrors almost hit both sides of the road. We got some narrow streets in Meridian. I was trying to come across 46th Avenue and 24th Street. Now, that's going to be off of State Boulevard. We had somebody running from the Popo. And I was trying to get there, and I'd come up, and I would come into a dead end, and I couldn't find it. And I'd back up, and I'd circle. There's a few signs missing here and there. And I finally topped a hill, and there's all the blue lights were. And see what happened was, Odie, they was a running from the Popo, and then the road run out. And that's where the game ended. Whoosh!
Man.
Out through the bushes they went. And let's just go take a look at that beautiful bean footage here as the police make their way down to the car. Let me back this up over here. Can you see it down in the bushes there?
It's down off in there.
Now, something's peculiar about it. There's no tag on the car.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it might have been borrowed without telling someone, but look at this as we zoom in on this, and that's going to be probably a total.
All right.
Here comes the police making their way down there to it after it went flying through the bushes. I got some still pictures that zoom in on this a little bit closer there. Now, again, it might have been theirs, and they just didn't buy a tag and didn't feel the need to stop when the police turned on those lights.
It's applied for.
Yeah. It's applied now.
Yeah.
Whole bunch of them down there, but that went on up in there. And from what I'm understanding, a few of the neighbors said they saw about 4 go when it stopped
It's
rolling.
amazing how fast people can get out of a wrecked car.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That happened yesterday. Now, and another incident happened. This one, there was a wreck on 45th Avenue in the 1500 block. Yeah. And let me say it this way, and I'm not. If you're ever in a accident, if someone is acting ugly, let them act ugly. Stay in your car. Because it's not worth altercations. And what I'm hinting at, it was. I didn't see it in person, so I was just told that one of the people that was involved in the accident whipped out a handgun. Didn't shoot, didn't do anything like that, but had one. And you just, it ain't worth all that.
No.
Let them stand out there and scream and do whatever they want to, and you just stay sit, and the police will get there quickly. And then this person that might have been doing this fled in another vehicle. So he probably was doing something he shouldn't have been doing.
He wasn't mad about the wreck. He was mad because the popo was fixing to be there.
Right, and he jumped into a car that pulled up, got in it, and left the scene of the accident. They gonna know who it is in the end. But you're right, Carl. That trunk monkey is the funniest thing.
You hit that button and let that trunk monkey come out.
Scott, have you seen those commercials?
I don't think so.
It's you have a monkey, an actual monkey in your trunk, and when you get into trouble, you hit the trunk button, and the monkey jumps out and takes care of the problem for you. It's called the trunk monkey.
The cop, or he hits somebody for you, or he does a lot of stuff.
It is Saturday Night Live funny back in the day.
Charles, we hope you got going again. I did check. You two was working on our end, so hopefully your restart got you back going, so you can join back in with us.
And it depends upon your connection of where you are. A lot of people watch us, and if you're watching this strictly from Facebook, you can watch us on YouTube, put it on your television screen, and then you can comment from Facebook while you're watching it on television. It's
He's
pretty
all
handy.
the way in Iowa, so we had to travel a little while to get there.
Or it's going through those down through there. Scott, you're going to be also singing at another place with Brett, right?
Yeah, Sunday night in Cuba, Alabama. We're gonna
Cuba?
Cuba. We're singing at John Elmore and Karen Elmore's church. I don't know which church it is. I have to look up at the address. Probably First
Can't be that many churches in
Right.
Cuba.
Yeah.
I went and spoke, and I too, I can't remember if it was, I think it was the Baptist, a year or so
Probably
ago.
is.
Nice white church. They're beautiful,
Yeah, I saw a
beautiful.
picture. Yeah, real.
That's
pretty.
it.
That's it. Okay.
Real nice people, too. You're going to enjoy that.
John Elmore and Karen Elmore, Brett Gully, Chris Gully, myself. I don't know who all else.
That's
It's
gonna be a
Sunday
singing
night
there.
singing. So.
Now, I don't know if they're doing this, but they cooked the day I was there. And
I hope so.
Y'all talk about Cuba, Alabama with good food.
Yeah.
Whew.
A lot of Alabamians out there watch us, so y'all go out there and take a peek, get you a little bit of God and some good music.
And I will never forget, as I'm sitting, I was the speaker there, and as I'm standing there speaking, I get a text. Did it? Hostage situation, Meridian. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
And now my speech is
You know
over.
how your leg is.
Yeah.
Yep, gotta go.
If
that
only
was-
you had a phone booth to jump in and jump out of real quick.
Scott, what you gonna sing for us?
I'm going from the church right to the honky tonk. So
You gotta help those folks too.
Yeah.
that's right.
There we go.
Well, that's honky tonk clock. Quarter till some parking lot. Just in time to hit the spot. And help us feeling that we've got no joint that just don't stop. It goes around and around the block. So come on, baby. It's honky tonk o'clock. I don't need a watch or a clock hanging on the wall to tell me what time it is. I don't have to look at all. The sun could be shining hot, and the moon looking down in a state of shock. Any time is a good time. When you find you need a shot, well, let's honky-tonk clock. A quarter till some parking lot. Come on, baby, let's honky-tonk clock. No such thing as early, and you can't be too late. There's no need to worry or hurry up and wait. Hit the town, make the rounds, and leave without a trace. Keep a schedule open for your favorite time and place. It's honky-tonk clock. Quarter till some parking lot. Just a time to hit the spot. Help this feeling that we've got. I know a joint that just don't stop. It goes around and around the block. So come on, baby, it's honky-tonk o'clock. Come on, baby, it's honky-tonk o'clock.
Is that one of those home-written tunes there?
Yes, sir.
Good stuff.
That's about,
Good
actually
stuff.
about the old Echo Lounge. That's what I had in mind when I wrote that song.
You know, I was out at Randy Harrison's this week, and I walked in the shop. There was a sign that said the Echo. It brought back, as soon as you said that, I was
Oh,
thinking
man, yeah.
a lot of good times there through the years.
A lot of music made out that place. A lot.
And I want to say the very first time I ever met you was at the Travel Inn Lodge. Wasn't that the name of it back then?
Yeah, we played the Travel Inn. We started playing there right before I'd already got the record deal, and we had done the record, but we used the Travel Inn as kind of a place to get the road band ready, you know, because we're getting ready to go start touring and everything. So we had a lot of good times at the old Travel Inn too.
And that turned into Senior Frogs at one point, didn't it? Wasn't that the name of that?
I don't know.
It seems like it. And then there was, I'm getting a yes from Otis. And then there was Roberta's right along in there somewhere, wasn't
yeah, it was
Right down the road.
Roberto's was the old Travelers Club right next to Western Sizzling.
Yeah.
it? And that's gone.
Oh, it's gone.
As a matter of fact,
I'll never forget. You could be going over on the interstate on the overpass and look down at that building, and the whole roof of that building was covered with beer bottles.
Everybody's throwing them up there.
Yeah.
And we don't. There's not really there's not one in the city limits, is it? Am I wrong?
An old honky tonk?
Not but
Papa Top, but I don't know if they. But I don't know of an actual singing.
it's very few and far between now. I'll tell you that.
It's not. There's not any hojos or things like that left. And,
Think about the Echo. See, had music 7 nights a week there. Live
was it
music.
7?
7 nights a week. We catch a lot of bands like going to New Orleans and stuff, you know, on our way, and like we're having a place during the middle of the week would work out perfect to play on your way to New Orleans. So we had everybody in that place. I saw
bet
something
so.
about Fingers Taylor, you know, he used to play for Jimmy Buffett, the harmonica player, and I remember him playing it, coming there. One weekend playing in there, everybody played there.
And with the with the changes that are coming to downtown Meridian, it would be good to have something like that, because we are so noted for music, to have something like that come back to that downtown area where it's safe and all, where everybody would feel comfortable. Maybe that'll happen. Hope so. We'll see that. More coming up with Scott as we get this morning underway. More headlines of what went on yesterday. We'll share that with you next.
Spring is calling, and Al's Garden and Gifts has everything you need to answer. From beautiful flowers, trees and shrubs, to fruit trees that keep on giving, we've got your yard covered. Need mulch? We carry both bulk and bagged, plus soils, pine straw, and fresh sod to make your lawn the envy of the neighborhood. Don't miss our newly renovated garden and gift shop. It's better than ever and worth the visit. Al's Garden and Gifts, where your yard and your home come to life.
When your AC goes out, your sink leaks, or your breakers are tripping, you need help fast from someone you can trust. That's why we work hard to have the fastest service times and the most knowledgeable technicians in Central Mississippi. Our promise to you, at your door in under 24. So don't wait days for others to show up. Call Environment Masters for hassle-free plumbing, electrical, and AC. At your door in under 24, because it's not cool to make you wait.
Our local headlines are brought to you by The Rock House, Highway 19 North.
Welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie as we get our day underway. Musical guest this morning, Scott McQuiag, doing some of his. We had a boo-boo yesterday on North Hill Street. This would be near McDonald's as we go there, and Burger King, close to Burger King, that side there is. We had a fender bender there. And as
wet roads, they turn slick for some reason.
Raincoats were coming out. Of course, Metro always comes out and takes care of everybody that has a little small injury there. They were on scene with us there. Also, even up in Philadelphia, we go out to Bobby's Country Store. Off in the ditch it went.
You can't cut that entrance.
Whenever I hear Highway 16, it's usually involved somewhere near Bobby's. Something's going on up there, that turn. I don't know what it does, but it's usually something happening there. And I also had somebody wanted, if I can find it, from Neshoba County.
Uh-oh.
Where did it go? I'll have to find it. I hadn't loaded it. Oh, I did run up on the Highway Patrol yesterday. They were
eating good.
Yeah, they were out at College Park Auto. There were Bobby and all the gang there. Look who's at the end of that table. Can you see that? Let me zoom in.
That's the old Sheriff Todd.
Okay.
Todd was holding court there, telling them how to do things.
Yeah, this is how we do stuff.
Appreciate the invite. That was fun there. Bobby cooked some great ribs, by the way.
Oh, Bobby can cook.
He can. The only problem is I already had lunch, and that really messed it up. I had to go do that.
I found room for a rib now.
Scott, you were telling me you went to this show last night, the All Parchman Band.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Now, this is actual people who are in Parchman. Right. This is not made up.
It's not made up. It's a real deal.
Huh.
The guy on the keyboards there, he was like the band leader. He played guitar too, and they were all good. Great bass player, drummer. Of course, that's Charlie Worsham.
This is kind of like the Blues Brothers in jail, so to speak.
Yeah. But there's Ken.
Ken made it there.
Ken, look at there.
I didn't even see him. I didn't know he was there.
But great show from what I understand. Everybody enjoyed it, didn't they?
Charlie's, he's from Crystal Springs, Mississippi. And he said he'd been in, I knew he'd been around for a while, but I didn't know much about him. He said he'd been in Nashville for 20 years. His parents started bringing him up there when he was like 13 years old to record and stuff. So he's been at it a long time. He's great guitar player.
Any of your old band members in that group up there?
There probably some. A couple I haven't heard of in a while. And that's a good chance.
I've been wondering where they were at.
There they are. That's it. But of course, it is going through my head, so I just got to ask because I wasn't there to see. What did they arrive in?
I don't know.
The curiosity that got the cat. I'm thinking, did they ride in a bus with little chains, or
I wonder if they get to stop and get chicken.
They don't no longer stop at Love's in Forest, Mississippi.
I'm sure they got fed good. But
yeah,
we were sitting there for it to start, and I asked Kelly. I said, "I wonder who's guarding the prisoners." And she started laughing. But they came in. They had guards, from the prison. They were all friendly,
kind of like the Blues Brothers.
I mean, wouldn't know like,
Yeah. I don't know why. It's just always when I think of the Blues Brothers there at the end, when they were surrounded by all the cops.
Oh, well.
Anyway, it was funny there. Can you do me just a little bit, because I just hadn't heard it in forever. Wipe the smile from your face. Can you give me a little bit of that? Folks, if you've never heard this just really, I don't know who's ever been in an argument and all of a sudden you get a knock on the door and the mood changes quickly.
Take the smile from your face. Everybody's gone. You don't wear very well, but you've been putting on. You paint a picture of a life that we've never known. Take the smile from your face, everybody's gone. Put the tears in your eyes that you've always cried. There's no need to disguise what you feel inside. There's no use for you to pretend there is nothing wrong. Take the smile from your face, everybody's gone. We fooled all our friends when we put on our show, but it's midnight again, and the curtains are closed. Don't sit alone in the dark with your makeup on. Take the smile from your face, everybody's gone. Take the smile from your face, everybody's gone.
Now, that's some kind of fine.
Oh,
Scott
yeah.
McQuag, wipe the smile from your
I had
face.
to do the whole thing. I couldn't just do part of it, you know.
Gosh, it's good.
Well,
I'd never tire of any of that kind of music. It is the best that's out there. We got more coming from Scott. I want to bring this up. We've this poor fella here he's been found, and if he is not the cutest thing that you ain't run up on today, we've got a lot of pups in the doggone department this morning here.
Oh, yes.
This little fella was found in Kemper County on Zion Road, and if you happen to recognize him, they'd like for the owner to come get him there. But don't he look good?
Yeah, got to call us if somebody's missing him.
All right, here's another one. And this fella here wore his bow tie. He is Cicalina, Collinsville Road. Yes, Cicalina Road, Collinsville. And if you've seen him, he's lost. His name is Sampson. So if you happen to see him, they'd love to have him back home. We got another here. This is going to be Last Chance Store, Highway 493. He was up at the store, and it was what I was told. They think he came from the Bailey area toward Meridian.
Okay.
So if you happen to recognize him, he's there. And I think we reunited this little fella back home.
Look at that little fella.
I got a call, said that's mine, and so we sent the number there and hopefully they got hooked up there. He's going back in jail again. Still doing time.
Yeah, that's like Miss Rhonda said. They showed up in the parchment tour bus.
I don't know why that popped in my head. I couldn't shake it there. That's what I had visualized. Eddie Murphy, you remember this?
Just like that right there.
Yeah.
Got the bars as they drive up.
Oh, have mercy there. So everybody seemed to have a great time at that show last night. Scott was there, and a packed house, was it not?
yeah, oh yeah, it was packed all the way. They sounded good, you know. One of the guys, there's three singers like standing on the front of the stage, and the guy in the center, and they did a song that he wrote called "Loving You Out Loud." It was really good, so I enjoyed it.
Did they do My Cellmate Thinks I'm Sexy?
Not when I was there.
Okay, I was just checking. That was funny also, if you get a chance to hear that. Cletus T. Judd at his best. He's always staring at
Miss
me.
Wilda says she remembers when you were on the Ralph Emery in Opryland, and her and some friends went up there and
Sure did.
and saw you.
I remember that. They had these big cue cards, that they have to do up for every show, for the cameraman and all that. And somebody found one on eBay or something and sent it to me.
Really?
Oh, good deal.
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah.
It was, there's a old Duke Ellington song, Don't Get Around Much Anymore. And we did, that was one song we did on Ralph Emery one particular night. And there was the cue card for that, Don't Get Around Much Anymore, and I had signed it for some.
Really?
Yeah, and I can't remember. I don't know if Jessica found that or Kelly found it somewhere on eBay and surprised me with it.
That's a neat story
Yeah.
to get something back so many years ago. I saw you there at Ralph Emery, and that was I've never been around any kind of television in my life until then. That was 1990, and sure enough, Scott was on stage that night. We were in Nashville, and it was just super cool to see him on there that night.
It was fun. I had there one time. I only had Fair and Young on there, and I never got a word in edgewise. That sucker talked the whole time, man. He was a trip.
Let me say something. We got some more music coming up from Scott. Y'all don't rush off. He's going to treat us to some more.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
If you need a front-end alignment, drop by J&J Tire and Muffler on 8th Street. With the purchase of 4 brand new tires, they'll throw in a free front-end alignment. That's right, a free front-end alignment with the purchase of every 4 new tires. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian. That's J&J Tire and Muffler.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian.
And we're back. This is a Thursday morning. Had to make sure I was right on track here.
Yeah.
Into the 70s. We're going to get to only 87 today. Nice weather there. There is a chance of rain this afternoon, anytime between 1 and 8 p.m. We're hoping that stuff will fade away. Scott's going to be out performing tonight. And it's always a big... What's Clayton going to wear? He always shows up for these.
I bet you it's going to be a Hawaiian shirt.
I was going to say, it'll be a Hawaiian shirt of some type.
With his cigar.
Yeah. He might have that today, but y'all just saw the commercial. You can go get you some good barbecue and some pork skins on. About the only pork skins on.
Oh, man,
you got a little barbecue sauce on them.
They're good.
They bring me the little bowl there, that little cup there, and I dip it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hooked, and Teresa knows that.
Yeah.
I
So
can't
you can
do
get
it.
that and listen to some good music tonight.
Did you hear about the Mississippi woman died snorkeling in Florida? They found that, God bless her, they found her. She was 63. They don't know what happened. An autopsy has been ordered, so we're hoping. Me
and snorkeling don't get along.
I've never tried it.
Now throw me a tank on the back and let me go to about 100 feet. I'll be all right. But staying on top of the water with a tube.
Right.
Let's see what else is going on here. George County, Mississippi. A couple teenagers are in jail this morning. One thing, it was reported that somebody was driving reckless, and here come the popo. When the popo gets behind you, it's not typically good to throw a beer can that's full at the police and bust the windshield out.
Was it frozen?
That does not help.
They went to jail either way. So several charges there involved with that. Ocean Springs woman with some bad hair is accused of stabbing 2 family members. It always happens this time of year when family members get together.
Got with hair like that one day, and he never cut it, brushed it, and he made a living right there off of it.
Let me say this. This lawsuit that is probably won't go anywhere, but I remember, did anybody, Nottoway Plantation, What's in it was the second largest home. Belle Grove was the largest ever built in Louisiana. It burned down in 1959, which moved Nottoway then to the largest home in Louisiana. 53,000 square feet is what the home was. And you go back between it was two rich people back in the day in 1849 that were trying to outdo each other, and well, one got the bigger house, the other one got destroyed. But the home caught fire about a year ago.
Yeah.
And I remember it because it was all covered live there, and I remember going, well, couldn't you put that fire out? The whole place ends up burning down. The owners of it said the same thing. I think you could have sped that up a little bit and put the fire out. And a lawsuit has been filed there against public officials for not doing the job a little bit quicker. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. They're going to rebuild the plantation again. That is coming, but it went up in smoke.
I want to take this little time to extend on that right there. This was a volunteer fire department.
No, they brought in big boys. Now, at first it was.
This was a volunteer fire department. Why did they bring in the big boys? Because I bet none of those folks ever set foot in a volunteer fire department and said, what can I do to help? Volunteer fire departments across the entire country. People are no longer joining fire departments. They're no longer.
No, they're not
getting involved with that to help the community. And I tell you, there's hundreds of times that we've called on the radio. Michael Ted says, boom, we're here. But Michael Ted and any of his departments, they can't just go to a fire that's not in their district. They have to be requested. And during the day, if you have something, you got to call a volunteer fire department. 90% of their members are where? At work. So if you work night shift, join a department. We need people during the day. If you can give a little bit of your time at the middle of the night, join a fire department. They need help. Every single one out there, every single state. Volunteer firefighters make up 75% of all firefighters in the United States. Help keep that tradition alive.
Just always remember, beauty is a light switch away. Scott, you got another song for us?
Yeah.
On that note,
I'll send this out to my buddy John Elmore. We both like this song. At a time when the world seems to be spinning hopelessly out of control, there's deceivers, believers, and old in-betweeners that seem to have no place to go. It's the same old song. It's right and it's wrong. Living is just something that I do. So with no place to hide, I looked in your eyes and I found myself in you. I looked to the stars, tried all of the bars, and I've nearly gone up in the smoke. Now my hand's on the wheel, something that's real, and I feel like I'm going home. In the shade of an oak, and down by the river, sat an old man and a boy, setting sails, spinning tails, and fishing for whales with a lady they both enjoy. It's the same down tune, it's a man in the moon. It's the way that I feel about you. So with no place to hide, I looked in your eyes and I found myself in you.
Scott McQuiag. And Scott, I wasn't laughing at you, but I just
Got a
It
frog
was
in my
Bob
throat there.
again. It's Bob's.
as God is my witness, I thought beer cans could fly. That was funny. That was funny.
That was a Willie Nelson song, by the way.
Willie?
Written by Lee Clayton. So, me and John like a lot of the same stuff. And Brett, too, of course. So.
Britt's going to be joining us next Tuesday. He'll be in the studio with us there. Now,
He's going to be at Porterhouse Thursday doing their songwriters deal, and then I think Saturday they're going to be at Narkita. So
he's around as well.
Oh, he stays busy, man.
Again, if you'd like to hear Scott tonight, he's going to be at Squealer's Barbecue in Meridian, which is really 29th Avenue, Great River Drive, however you want to word it, right off of North Hill Street there at Squealer's Barbecue. Great food, entertainment. You'll enjoy yourself. And then, of course, we'll have Clayton, I'm sure, leading the choir. And
Yeah.
he's going to be all that. You got any birthdays there, Otis?
We got a few of them coming in. We got Bonnie Nicholas, Beverly Henson, J.C. Green, Nestor. Man, he's had a lot of these. He's ought to be good at it as many as he's had. Destiny Doodle Mold turns 18. Jeremy McCarty's 46. Nelda Ingram, 63. And Hunter Hemner, all having birthdays today.
Hey, Marsh, I hadn't seen you in a while there. My neighbor that went in the witness protection program.
That was hiding from you.
She is. Our guest here is Scott McQuiag. Scott, as we get ready to leave, I'm going to let you pick this last song as we head out, and then Odie will do our Bible verse for us. What do you want to close the show out with?
Well, Odie said it.
Need some honky-tonk amnesia.
Yeah. She'd be hurt if she knew that I'd been drinking. 'Cause one's too much and 12 just ain't enough. She knows how it messes up my thinking, how it makes me look for someone else to love. And I get honky-tonk amnesia, and I forget where all my love belongs. I get honky-tonk amnesia. Sometimes it lasts all night long. She'll accept my story without question about the overtime I'm putting in. If someone calls, she'll tell them that I'm resting, while I wonder what I've done and where I've been. And I get honky-tonk amnesia, and I forget where all my love belongs. I get honky-tonk amnesia. Sometimes it lasts all night long. Sometimes it lasts all night long.
Scott McQuiag, Almost the Dreamers there, and I get honky-tonk amnesia. And that was filmed, the video, Tootsie's, if I remember correct.
Yeah, sure did. We did it there at Tootsie's. And the guy, there's a scene in there, this guy's lighting a cigarette.
After another.
Yeah, and that was Whitey Schaefer, the guy that wrote Honky Tonk Amnesia.
Really? Mm-hmm. I did not know that until then.
Also wrote That's the Way Love Goes.
Oh, he wrote that?
All My Exes Live in Texas. All that great songwriter.
Is he still with us? Or
no, he did. He passed away about 5 or 6 years ago.
So that was like really meeting a legend when you filmed that there.
Yeah, and his demo was what I heard. The Honky Tonk Amnesia, the first time I heard it was his demo, and I didn't even know at the time that Mo Bandy had recorded it back in 1974, I think. So
yeah,
I heard Whitey's demo of that, and Whitey sounded a lot like Merle.
He did.
Yeah, so it's pretty neat.
So as we reminisce for a second there, Meridian, Mississippi, and all of a sudden you're thrust into Nashville. What was that like? Was that like one of the most incredible feelings in the world, from going here, small town, to everybody that you ever looked up to?
It was kind of intimidating in a way, because I wanted to see like where Hank Williams lived and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just same like everybody does, but yeah, it's pretty intimidating, but it all worked out good. I mean, enjoyed it. You just got to relax and have a good time, do what you're supposed to do. And it was fun making that video that day. They had to make me smile, that kind of stuff. And it's hard to,
put on the fake Instamatic smile, as Hank put it.
It was fun, and I really, it's like you got to run into people all the time that you have looked and loved your whole life.
Right.
That was really neat. I remember Clement White. There used to be a place to eat there. I can't remember the name of it.
That pancake place?
I think so. But it's right. You come up out here where all the museums used to be.
Yum.
Heading towards Music Row, and he saw Gene Watson sitting there eating breakfast. And he run over there and said, "Hey, I'm Clement White." Said, "I love what the song was. I can't remember.
14 Karat Mind, Loving a Hot Afternoon."
And Gene was real nice, and he said, "Well, thank you, But old Clement, man, he like to fell out when he saw Gene Watson sitting there eating breakfast.
Do you know? Now that you bring up Gene Watson, do you remember "Speak Softly" when you're speaking to my heart? Wasn't that the name of it?
I think
Speak
so.
Softly when you.
Man, that guy.
Oh, he was good.
He was
and
great.
he's still performing.
Yeah. What a singer. That note on Farewell Party,
yeah,
he has to hit that every night. So you probably, I guess he can still do it, I reckon.
I haven't heard in quite some time there.
Man,
I was told at the end that Earl Thomas should have went on to the, Earl Thomas was an incredible singer, but they said there at the end he had gotten to where so many ex-wives he still had to do it. And
yeah.
Wasn't fun no more. Is that what you're saying?
I got to go out there.
Yeah.
Scott, thank you for being our guest
Thank
this
y'all for
morning. We
having me.
appreciate it. Scott McQuiag,
Come by
y'all.
Squealer tonight if you're out and about.
Yes.
6 p.m.,
6:30.
6:30. And then you will be in Cuba when?
That is Sunday night at, I'll have to check the time, probably about 7 o'clock or so.
7 o'clock. And then Britt will be at the Porterhouse on Thursday. Mm-hmm. And then somewhere else.
Narquita on Saturday. So.
Yeah.
Narquita there. That's a musical lineup. And Britt will be with us on Tuesday here with us. And we appreciate that so much there. Mm-hmm. Odie, as we get ready to depart, I'm going to let you come up with our Bible verse. What do we need today?
Let's see what this app's going to take us to. Proverbs 9:10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. He gives us that rule book, and it's set in stone. That is what he guides us. We don't need to fear God, but fear the lack of God. And what do we have without him? And that is down there. And I don't want to go. And if you're on the edge of, do you really believe in God or not? I'd rather, no matter how it turns out, I'd rather be on that side. But I know for a fact that there is a kingdom of heaven. And to get there is through Jesus Christ, and he's the only way. You keep him in your heart. Let him lead you. Let him give you the life that you only want. Hey, today, one thing you got to do is...
he done gone to digging in his britches, and I'm worried, y'all.
Now, look at this, and now I brought it up. Here we go. Look, you can't...
What are you doing, Odie?
Everybody got to have a little Jesus.
Well, we had one over here.
I got one right there, but I carry Jesus in my pocket.
There you go. There you
Gotta
go.
have a
And if
little
that doesn't work, we'll put you in the Lauderdale County Detention Center with a picture of Shirley. That'll get you straightened out in 30 days.
I thought you were talking about another picture.
Oh, hush.
Yeah.
We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Thank y'all for joining us.